The glorious birth of Isaac the son of Abraham. In a land long ago, Abram and Sarai faced the heavy burden of childlessness. God had promised Abram descendants as numerous as the stars, but the years passed, and Sarai remained barren. In desperation, Sarai hatched a plan and urged Abram to take her Egyptian servant, Hagar, as his wife, hoping to have a child through her. Hagar soon conceived, but with her pregnancy came pride and disdain for her mistress. Sarai, feeling betrayed and humiliated, blamed Abram for her misery. Tensions escalated in their household until Hagar, weary of Sarai's harsh treatment, fled into the wilderness. In the solitude of the desert, the angel of the Lord appeared to Hagar by a spring of water. "Hagar, where have you come from, and where are you going?" the angel asked. Hagar confessed her plight, and the angel instructed her to return and submit to Sarai, for the child she carried would be the father of a great nation. The angel declared that her son would be called Ishmael, meaning God hears, for the Lord had heard her cries of distress. Hagar returned, and soon after, Ishmael was born. Yet, as time passed, Sarai's heart still yearned for her own child. One day, the Lord appeared to Abram and made a bold promise: Sarah would bear a son, even in her old age. Abram, now renamed Abraham, was astounded, as was Sarai, now Sarah, who overheard the promise and laughed in disbelief, for she was far past childbearing years. But God's promise stood firm. He told Abraham that by the next year, Sarah would indeed have a son. Suspense filled the air as Sarah, though skeptical, pondered the words of the Almighty. And so, the stage was set for the fulfillment of God's promise, a moment that would change their lives forever. With every passing day, the question loomed: would Sarah truly bear a child in her old age, or was the promise too impossible to believe? Only time would reveal the answer, leaving the household in suspense, clinging to the hope that nothing was too hard for the Lord. Months passed, and Sarah's laughter of disbelief slowly transformed into a quiet, tentative hope. As she watched the changes in her body, the impossible began to seem possible. The village buzzed with whispers of the miraculous, and Abraham's faith grew stronger with each day. He often gazed at the stars, remembering God's promise of descendants as numerous as the heavens. Still, doubts crept in from time to time, like a shadow threatening to darken their long-awaited joy. Would they truly witness the birth of the child of promise, or had their hopes been misplaced once again? Finally, the day came. Sarah, who had spent years mourning her empty womb, gave birth to a son. They named him Isaac, meaning laughter, a tribute to the disbelief that once filled her heart and the joy that now overflowed. Abraham and Sarah marveled at the sight of their son, a living testament to God's faithfulness. As they cradled Isaac in their arms, they knew that the waiting, the trials, and the heartache had all been worth it. God had not forgotten them, and the fulfillment of His promise was far greater than they ever imagined, marking the beginning of a legacy that would shape the future of nations.